What if Deku was an earthbender? Part 1 of How Many I Do. Now, this starts when Deku was taken to the Quirk doctor by his mom. I'm using Deku for convenience because Izuku Midoriya takes a bit more time. The doctors check out if he has a quirk, and, well, he does, but they don't know which one yet. So they put him under tests until one of them leaves his special rock collection on his desk. And Izuku wants to touch one, or Deku, sorry. So the rocks come towards him. Then they see the rocks floating above his head, spinning around while Deku is moving his hands. They find out that his quirk is earth manipulation, so they call it earthbending. Now, Deku goes to kindergarten, and after Bakugo shows off his quirk, Izuku goes next. Deku, sorry. This is my first time, so I'm still trying to get used to it. And he shows off his quirk of moving about rocks. The class thinks it's pretty cool, but it's not as strong as Bakugo's, because he can only move around rocks. Until he moves around a big rock outside. Then I think it's as strong as Bakugo's. Bakugo gets a bit jealous. Okay then. Well, now we skip forward to middle school. The teacher says, well, I should pass out these career aptitude tests to see what you have, but the teacher throws all the papers onto the ceiling. We all know you want to go on the hero course. The whole class screams in joy while showing off their quirks. The teacher says, Now, you know no quirk uses on school grounds. Bakugo says, don't put me in with this bunch of losers. Most of the class yells in rage. Well, the teacher says, oh, Izuku, you want to be a hero too? Deku says, yes. Bakugo says, well, he can be a hero, but his quirk is not as strong as mine. And then they walk out of the school since school's over. Deku takes a shortcut to his house. Then he notices that the manhole is open, but he doesn't care. It's bat an eye. And then the sludge villain attacks. The sludge villain says, give me your body, kid. He says, no. It does not work much. The sludge villain pulls himself onto Deku, trying to get into his mouth. Deku, in fear and shock, tries to get out. So he does the best thing he could. He pulls out. The ground starts to, turn itself into sand. Starts quickly pulling them down. Deku grabs onto a brick and slowly pulls himself out while the sludge villain is being sucked in. Sorry, I had to drink water. I was kind of parched. The sludge villain gets trapped into it and Deku moves into the side of the wall so he knows where he is, with one of his eyes poking out. Then All Might appears and yells, I am here. Oh wait. Oh, did you take out this villain? Deku says, yes, I did take out the villain. So what did you do exactly? And where is he? He's on the wall over there. And I used my quirk to suck him into the ground and moved him over there. All Might says, that's a very strong quirk, young Izuku Midoriya. Young Midoriya. So, can you bring him out so I can put him in this soda can? Yes, I can. Izuku uses his quirk to pull out the sludge villain and put it into the can. Okay. Thank you, young Midori. Deku, while All Might is jumping off, Deku grabs onto his leg like a cannon. Once All Might notices this, he lands onto the nearest building. Izuku says to All Might, "Can I be a hero, even with a quirk like mine that I haven't even mastered yet?" All Might says, "Yes, you can become a hero with a quirk like that. All you need is a bit of training." And Izuku walks down the stairs, happy of himself, that All Might congratulated him on his quirk. But, unbeknownst to them, the sludge villain was dropped out of the pant leg that All Might put him in a can. So it dropped to the suite where Bakugo was, and he kicked it, and you know what happens next. Deku sees a flash of light and hears a loud kaboom. He runs towards it and sees a crowd of people, and Kachan, or Bakugo, I had to say Kachan, sorry guys, was trapped inside the sludge mill that he was just attacked by. And he realizes that he was the one who took the sludge villain off of All Might. He's filled with anger, rage, and disappointment in himself. Then he runs in and tries to save Bakugo by pulling him out and sucking the sludge villain into the ground while throwing plates at him. Yep. And it works. Now sludge villain is trapped in the ground. Small Might turns into his All Might form. And, well, you know what happens next. He asks Midori to bring him out again. So he does. But he puts him in 2 bottles just in case. And All Might leaves. Deku and Bakugo walk home, and Bakugo says, "I didn't need your help, but thank you anyways." Deku says, "No problem. It's what a hero does." You don't know. Yeah, pretty much. And Deku goes to his mom and tells her what he did. And she says he'll become a great hero. And also Deku wants to do Gonjon Kung Fu, because that's the type of kung fu that earthbending is based off of. So I just wanted to do that part, okay guys? And gals. So Deku, he trains in Gonjon Kung Fu. And he gets almost a mastery, getting a black belt in it. Using that over the 10 months. It takes him about like half of that to train his earthbending with the Gonjon Kung Fu. So he keeps on training it until he can finally sandbend. Well, the next month. So 6 months. He sandbends, so he knows it won't be useful many times, but it will come in handy once in a while. Because they are in Japan, apparently. Sorry if you hear steps around, because I'm pacing around while thinking. Helps me think. After that, he works more on earthbending, using the techniques from Gonjon Kung Fu and earthbending to create more powerful pieces. And he goes to the asphalt road and tries to bend it. It only bends a little bit, but he knows that if he uses the Gonjon Kung Fu, that it will help. And it does. He lifts it out of the ground and starts bending it and making it into a statue. A statue of, well, All Might. Who would have guessed? And he sees that he can bend concrete and asphalt. He feels so proud of himself. He knows that he can do very powerful things, and he knows that he will become a great hero one day. After training for another 4 months, the written exam, the UA exam comes up. Deku did train for the writing exam, so he gets a bit of a higher score than he usually does. But he does not fall at the beginning, but he does run to the UA center because he was a little late with his earthbending. So it's now time for the practical exam. You already know what. Well, I don't really remember his name, but he says all the things, robots, and all that jazz. You like jazz? Sorry, I just had to do that. It's so fun. And let me think. Oh yeah, he walks to the front line, and Ida stops him. Ida says, "Are you trying to talk to that girl so you can lower test grades?" But Deku's, no, I was trying to get to the front of the line. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Because Deku is a nice person, but he's not a total, well, Bakugo yet. Well, he's never going to be a total Bakugo. Bakugo's going to be a total Bakugo. Sorry for that. Grammar's not my thing. And, let me think. Oh, yeah. He starts destroying robots left and right with his earthbending, throwing discs at them, or shoving a giant pillar from their bottom to top. You can imagine what's happening now. A while after that, he acquires near like 95 points. And then he hears a scream far away and a giant robot. He starts running away from it with everyone else, but he hears a scream again and sees that it's a girl. So he starts running towards it. Using his earthbending, he hits the 0-point robot in the head, trying to get its attention. It does grab its attention, and he starts hitting it with pillars to the feet, trying to lift it up, because he knows that he can't entirely hit it now. But he realizes that there's earth all around him, and uses that to go around the robot and start crushing it from the inside and outside. He tries to, but that's not working anymore. The 0-point robot is starting to break through it. So he feels all the grains in the 0-point robot and starts bending it. Metal bending. It starts bending its leg to fall backwards. And it does. And then he grabs, Ochaku Uraraka and runs out, giving her to the medics. And, I don't know his name, but he says, I forgot to do the 3, 2, 1 part, but he doesn't say 3, 2, 1. But now he says, the practical exam is over. You will see what you've got in the next 2 weeks. And that will be all, folks. See you next time.